Rounding out today's dual meet with 197 and the heavyweight spot. First at 197, Jack Wehmeyer for Columbia going against Lear Quinton of Brown, and Wehmeyer immediately goes for the trip.
Quick in on that single. Now they're going to be in this position for a little while. Fighting for that trip is Jack. They're going to award the 3. Jack looking to break Quinton down.
So Wehmeyer found his way into the lineup in his first year here at Columbia last year. Now as a sophomore, he's done some impressive work. You see his ranking varies from platform to platform, but had a top 10 win over Army's Ben Hasiuk earlier this year. So he's been able to put up some impressive results for the Lions here, stabilizing these upper weights.
And Jack's a great guy. He works real hard in the room. He likes his underhook sequences. That's kind of his bread and butter. So he kind of found that off of the first takedown. He went quick underhook back to his single.
3-1 lead for Wehmeyer.
Shot attempt there, and now they're on the edge. Good pressure by Jack Wehmeyer.
And after the final bout, make sure you stick around. Mike Schroeder is going to have an interview with Al Mosher of the Columbia Lions.
Shot attempt by Brown. Quick go behind by Jack.
So now he's giving him the escape, going back for more points. Some offensive wrestling for Wehmeyer. Feels like he's got complete control of this bout.
Another shot attempt by Quinton. Now they're in the front headlock position. We'll see if Jack can capitalize here. Quinton holding on to those hands, and Jack breaking free of the first one. And now holding on to that ankle is going to look to get that takedown, if not more.
Gets a takedown. See if there's more. Still a lot of time left in this first. Wehmeyer putting in some work.
You can hear Coach Nelly from the sidelines yelling, "You have time for one more." So it looks like he wants another takedown. And it's going to be pretty quick to it, and he gets another one. 12-3 lead now, 12-4 with that escape.
He's got time for at least one more, you would think, with how quickly he's been operating.
Yeah, and I think half of those takedowns have been off of Quinton's attacks. So you have to think, you know, there's the thought of I got to score, and Quinton goes back down, and Jack Wehmeyer scores another takedown, now 15-4.
5 takedowns in a period. I mean, that's wild.
He's got that riding time over 1:20 now.
11-point lead, riding time in his favor. It's his choice. And he'll take the escape point here as he goes bottom. See if Lear Quinton has something up his sleeve here, being able to work from top position, and maybe he can come up with something here.
Yeah, Jack clears that bottom hand, and now they're back up into does a quick job of clearing those hands, getting away, finds his 1-point escape.
He just got through in a few seconds. Lead at 12 for Wehmeyer. 1 takedown will do the trick for a tech.
And Quinton is in this position where he has to score, but at the same time, he has to make sure that it's a worthwhile shot, since Jack has capitalized on almost every single one of his attacks.
5 takedowns and an escape for Jack Wehmeyer.
Jack in on that underhook. Good pressure.
They get a stall on Quinton. So an extra point for Wehmeyer. If he gets the takedown, that extra point just goes down as a little window dressing, but just speaks to the dominance of Wehmeyer in this particular bout.
Back in on a high crotch. Looking for his head position, back in on that knee if he can. And Quinton trying to roll him through on that crotch lift position. and Wehmeyer starting to circle his hips right back, looking for that other leg. And he has finished here before in a funky position. They're going to call it potentially dangerous for Quinton's knee.
Yeah, leg not bending how it should bend. 41 seconds in this second. We'll see if Lear Quinton can get to the third.
And Jack is kind of taking his foot a little bit off the gas in terms of takedowns, and Quinton looking for his first, get him on the board in terms of his offense.
The wonder for Lear Quinton, you mentioned it before, Maya, this spot, you need to score, obviously, but can't expose yourself because you have no room for error. What kind of shots he's going to take here and how he approaches it.
I mean, he's got to get through Jack's hands first. A lot of his shots have been from distance, and that's how Jack has been able to kind of hold him down in a front headlock, snap, snap, go behind.
So Lear Quinton gets through two. It's his call. He'll choose down, and see if he can get an escape here. That's how all four of his points have come, but those have been escapes that Wehmeyer has let him have. Theory, he can let him up right here, and then that's what he does. Still just needs that takedown.
Both wrestlers in on attacks and quickly cleared out by both, respectively.
It's kind of remarkable that Waymeyer's got 1:16 of riding time, considering every takedown he's just been letting him up to play offense.
Yeah, you got to average maybe 15 seconds of riding time. Each takedown will run you a tab eventually if you have 5 takedowns in the bag.
So for Lear Quinton, you can take a small victory if you're able to hold Wehmeyer off here in this third, considering how this started. Gets in on that shot. Let's see here.
Now they're in a wizard position, and Jack doing a good job of keeping the weight off of his leg, but Quinton readjusting, looking to pick up the knee and potentially go backside. Now they're going to stand up, and Jack gets swept to his feet, and Quinton on the board for the first time, now widening or closing down that gap.
Impressive from Lear Quinton, competing here and being able to, like you said, Maya, less than that. He takes the riding time under a minute, so the score holds true. Just got a major here and be a win for Wehmeyer and all that, but considering how active he was early for Lear Quinton to get through this, it would be some pretty impressive stuff for the Bears. Something to build on for sure.
Yeah, and he's dwindled down that riding time. We're now at 30 seconds, so it's no longer a factor. So really, it's just a 9-point lead. 4 seconds to go.
And the 17-8 score is what it's going to come up as. Lear Quinton loses by major decision. And we now go to 285, but look at this one. Wehmeyer with those 5 first-period takedowns did a lot of work early.
Yeah, with a good sweep on that takedown, rides him hard, eventually breaks him down, and Wehmeyer with an impressive first period give him that lead on a major decision.
So we're going to cap off this dual meet.